Hey, it's Brandon again back at it with another how-to video. In this video, I will demonstrate how to import an average cost change using a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet import option is the most common method used to assign average cost during the onboarding process, as most users usually already own stock of their products that need to have a cost assigned outside of purchase orders and builds. To get started, there are two ways to initiate your spreadsheet import for your average cost. You can use the Import Master option from any screen, and then select Average Cost Change from your menu, or you can navigate from the home screen to your Average Cost Change screen, and then select the Import option from the top of this screen. Either option navigates you to the same screen with a multi-step process to define what you're doing with the average cost change. Please note the effective date field, as this is very important. When you're going through your onboarding process, Finale recommends that you backdate the effective date for your average cost change to be before any stock enters your system. This way, inventory enters your system with an initial cost level, ensuring your cost information is accurate from the beginning of your account. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to select the 8th, for example. And I don't have any additional notes to supply here, but if you had them, you could enter them. And then we'll hit the next option. From here, you get the infamous paste here box, which is seen on most other spreadsheet import options within Finale. And below the paste here box, you'll see your supported column titles. As expected from an average cost change import, your required columns would be your product ID and your average cost. The item note is optional if you want to enter any additional information. To keep this simple, I'm just going to quickly grab some information from a spreadsheet I already put together, just a 2-column spreadsheet with product ID and average cost. I will copy this data, go back into Finale and paste to our paste box. As you can see, everything pasted in with no errors. If there were errors, I would address those before hitting next. One thing to also note is if you did make a typo in your column, you could easily select which column it was supposed to be. Another distinction would be I would assume most people have their average cost in a spreadsheet that is quite large with other data points like product category or supplier information or reorder information. It's okay to copy that whole spreadsheet and paste it in here, and then just assign the product ID column and the average cost column you need and leave the others unassigned. Once you're happy from this screen, we'll hit the next button. And now we're in our final review stage. Whatever average cost we're importing will be imported effective on the date that we originally entered. By hitting commit, we're committing this into record. And then Finale will navigate us to the average cost change screen of the cost change that we just submitted. Please keep in mind there is no way to edit a committed average cost change. Once you're committed, you're set. Your only option would be to then cancel the average cost change and then resubmit a new one. One last thing, I want to circle back to the importance of the effective date and highlight our stock history screen for those product examples. So if I navigate to the inventory tab and then go to stock history, as you can see, we have a couple of transactions and I have this filtered to black tea and chai tea only. And you can see here that we have a quick stock change as the first entry. We have our average cost changes and then another quick stock change. Looking at the left, you will see there is an average cost missing warning on the first entry line. And that is simply because our average cost change was dated after that stock had imported into our system. This is what you're trying to avoid by backdating your average cost. This concludes this how-to video. If you have any additional questions, please reference our Onboarding Academy on the Help Center or contact service@finaleinventory.com.